Welcome back. Welcome back. We're in a season where so many people are feeling uncertain. The talk of which we are in government shutdowns here in the US, delayed paychecks, financial strains, and collectively anxiety. A collective anxiety is thick in the air. But I want you to know something about this. It's still working even when it looks quiet. Okay? Right now. This message is for anyone who is standing in faith while things seem stalled. Whether that's your finances, your job, your relationships, or just a sense of direction. And because quiet doesn't mean nothing is happening, quiet often means the divine is rearranging things behind the scenes, waiting for you to see yourself again before the next chapter opens. Faith and stillness. Spirituality is the hardest test, isn't movement. Okay? Spirituality is the hardest to test, isn't movement. It's still. Okay? Because stillness reveals how deeply you trust. Faith doesn't get tested where everything is going right. Faith gets tested when the rooms go silent. In 2023, Pew Research study found that 68% of Americans rely on their faith to help them cope during financial or national uncertainties. That means belief isn't just a comfort. It's literally a regulating our nervous systems during times of fear. So if you've been feeling like everything is at a standstill, your work, your love life, or your finances, understand this. Stillness is not absent, it's preparation. Sometimes Spirit will clear the noise so your inner compass is recalibrated. Now let's talk about what quiet looks like in the real world. Maybe your job feels unsteady, the hours have been reduced. Maybe you're watching the government furloughs, maybe you're part of furlough, and it's stirring up an anxiety. Even if it's not directly affecting you, they're talking about medical, healthcare, things that are very important to children and families, the senior citizens, everyone throughout America, and lack thereof, coverages that aren't being made available to everyone, like in other countries that offer universal care. But us as a community have to be strengthened in numbers to care about each other and each other's health care. And most importantly, not only that tangible aspect, but their spiritual health care and mental health care. All right. So Gallup data shows that 4 in 10 Americans feel financially insecure right now, not just in income, but in emotional safety about their future. And when we feel insecure, we contract, we pull back from creativity, from hope, and sometimes even from faith. But this is where your spiritual maturity starts to show. Faith says, even when the money is quiet, I still have the ability to align my energy. Faith says, even when I can't see what's coming next, I can still tend to what's here. Maybe it's decluttering your home, managing your spending, or just speaking abundance aloud. Because energy responds to attention, whatever you nurture, and it expands. Before you can have faith in your finances, your job, and your relationship, you have to rebuild in faith in yourself. And you want to ask yourself, how often do I sit with my spirit daily? Do I trust myself when life gets quiet? Am I only spiritually connected when I need something? Or do I have a real relationship with the divine within you? This is a time to strengthen that relationship. Maybe that means lighting a candle in gratitude before checking your phone. Maybe it's pulling affirmation cards, your tarot decks if you have it, oracle decks, reviewing affirmations, listening and not listening for pulling for them to give you something to affirm you and not to predict. Maybe it's journaling about what faith really means for you this season. Because faith is not a thought, it's a lifestyle. And the more you prioritize your spiritual wealth, the more your outer world begins to reflect it. Faith begins with tending to your roots, and it starts with you. So I'm going to pull my cards. I've already have pre-pulled. During the season of October, we're focusing on some Halloween cards, which I love tarot, of course. And this is the Halloween tarot deck. Okay, so these are the cards that I pulled. I pulled the Star card. I also pulled the Four of Pumpkins, and I also pulled the Hermit card. So let me explain to you what the message is for these, and you'll know if all of them or some of them or one of them resonates with you. So this Star card is about perfect confirmation. The star reminds us of that divine hope never stops glowing, and it's the light that rebuilds after chaos. Even when the world looks dim, something is always being restored. Okay? And then we have the Four of Pumpkins. The Four of Pumpkins, which is the Four of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite. This often shows up when we're holding on too tight, whether it's fear, money, or control. Spirit says, loosen your grip. You can't receive new flow if your hands are clenched around fear. And then we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about divine order, spiritual mentorship, and sacred learning. The card invites you to deepen your relationship with spirit, not through rituals you copy, but through rhythms that's yours. It's time to study, listen, and practice your faith consistently. All right. What's meant for you is still working, even if you can't see the motion yet. So, whether it's your finances, your job, your home, or your sense of direction, remember this. It's still working even when it looks quiet. Stillness isn't the end of movement. It's the deep inhale before the next wave. Use this time to rebuild your faith from the inside out, because you strengthen your spiritual wealth first. Your external life will always follow. If this message resonates, drop a palm leaf or maple leaf in your emojis in the comments and tell me what area of your life feels quiet right now. And if you're ready to take the next step to build consistency in your spiritual life, strengthen your intuition, or lean and learn who your angel of your home is, I'd love to work with you. Visit www.eclipticspiritualist.com to book your private sessions, your mentorship trainings, and there you can explore intuitive mentorship, tarot trainings, or spiritual alignment sessions designed to help you grow in faith and confidence. Until next time, stay grounded, stay faithful, and remember, quiet doesn't mean it's over. It means something sacred is taking shape beneath the surface. I'll see you later.